Hello everyone, it's Anne here from Snazzy Creations. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I was wanting to show you my book that I'm making for a family member. It's an Alice in Wonderland themed book. So I've already started, and I've started creating some pages in here. I'll just show you some of that I'm working on. So this has got the little compartment. It's not quite finished yet. I've still got to do some doodling and finishing touches on it, but I'm liking how it's turning out. And I've done a bit of a scalloped edge on here. This page here is mostly finished, I think. Not 100% sure. Might still go back to it and have a play with a few bits and pieces. So I've got lots of different pages in different stages of completion. This is a pocket that I've made. I'm going to make some tags to go in there. Some tags or something anyway to go in there. Quite happy with that. I love the colours. Looks lovely. And that's another one that I've started working on. So I thought I would do a two-page spread for you. What I'll do is I'll get some stuff out, get it ready so that it doesn't turn out to be such a long video, and I'll just film bits and pieces of it. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. Well, not a bit for you. I'll be back in a second. Bye. Alright, I've gathered up a few bits and pieces that I'm going to do my first layer on here. I've got some book pages, and I've got a few sort of images, a bit of napkin, bit of it's sewing pattern paper that I've stamped and sprayed paints and stuff all over. Yeah, just a bit of painted papers. That's a bit of envelope. But just grabbed a variety of bits and pieces to glue down on here to make my first layer. So I'm just going to get rid of these white edges. Alright, I'm using a matte gel medium to glue down the and I've got an old credit card that I'm going to use to secure it down. So I'm just going to stick all bits and pieces down on here without really much thought to where I'm putting things. So I might just put that across there a little bit. It helps to use something so you get all the air out, and it makes it stick down much better. Stick one over here. I'm just sort of randomly putting bits here and there. straighter on that side. I'll put one over here. Put it that way. Alright, I'll put some of these images down. Bit of this down. Turn it that way because it's got a straight edge. Get my card. Give it a bit of a swipe. I'll put one over here. Let's see what else. This here. I'm actually thinking I might, because I'm thinking of putting her on there. So I managed to find a Alice in Wonderland children's book. So I'm trying to use some of the images from here. So I'm thinking of putting her there. I think that will make a really good focal. So I might actually just make the background just a little bit more plain. I might just use a few of these bits. These are images that I've printed out on some tea-dyed paper. I'll just get rid of these straight edges. Might put this one. Might put this one over here. With images, if you print them out on an inkjet printer, if you want to use them with like wet medium, and so the ink doesn't run, or doesn't run so much. When I do mine, afterwards I'll use like matte gel medium, because it's quite thick and it's not very watery, and I just use a card and I just do light scrapings on there just to get a layer on there to seal it in, and then it's really good. So I've had a lot of success with that. If you want to use images that you can print out on your computer. So That's a good way of doing it. What else? I might put one of these flowers here. Flowers. Oh, actually, I might pop a little bird down here. A little birdie down here, I think. The same thing, I've just printed and just gone in Photoshop and done a bunch of them. And I'm going to pop her, or him, whatever it is. I'm not sure if it's a girl or a boy. Just get my card. Did I do this one? I don't think I did. Okay, so now I don't think I'm going to use that. I'm going to put some of this pattern paper that I've painted on and stamped. Well, I haven't painted, I've used spray inks, I think. Excuse me. I'll put this bit over here. And I'll put this bit over here. And I've got some napkin. It's got a beautiful rose on it, so I was thinking I might put, I don't really want to put it over there, so I might put that here. I'll put that there. Put a bit more on there. And I might pop that just on there. Coming off a bit. Can't rub too much on napkin. See if this will just tear off for me. Yeah. And I might pop the rest of it. Where am I going to put it? Might just pop it there. Now, let me see, is there anything else I need to put anywhere? Might put a bit of this just on here, I think, yep. What else have I got? I'll pop that on there. Bit of this napkin just on here. Alright, I think that's going to just about do it, I think. I should have put a bit more of this around here, I think. I might put some of this here. And a little bit more here, might as well stick it here somewhere. Where shall I put it? Might just pop it up there. Or should I put it? Oh no, I'll pop it over here. I'll pop it here. Alright. Now I'm going to have to let that dry before I can do anything, because that napkin will just tear and end up into little bits roll up into little bits if I don't. So I will let that dry and then I'll be back. Alright, I think it's dry enough now that I can scrape a bit of paint on. So I've picked a few colours out. I've got a cherry blossom, got a Naples yellow, and I've got a burnt umber. So I think I will, actually I think I might do the burnt umber is very, just some cheap acrylic paint. But I think I will mix it with a little bit of, I'll mix a bit of matte medium just to make it a bit more, make it a little bit more easier to spread it around. So I'm just going to put a bit of this . Alright, I might put a little bit of this yellow on here as well. And I'll do a little bit of the pink. Alright, I think I'm going to have to let that dry for a bit before I do figure out what I'm going to do next. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, so this is dry now, and I've cut my focal images out, and I think I'm going to put her here like this, and the tunnel like that she's falling through. And what I'm going to do is going to make sort of like so we'll see what happens. This is a black graphite aquarelle pen by Faber-Castell. Alright, just get my I'm sort of thinking, we'll see what it looks like. I think what I might actually do is I might actually do it with the matte medium so that it becomes more permanent. So I'm just going to pour some on my scrap paper here. Alright, now I'm not 100% sure if I want to leave that white, it's really glary white, isn't it? It's kind of distracting in a way. I'm wondering if I should do it black instead, or do it a colour. Maybe when I glue it on, what I'll just glue it on with some matte medium. Just get my card and just give it a good okay. And then I'm thinking of put a little bit of that yellow paint in there. Even that's really blurry white. So I might add a little bit of the burnt umber as well. I think I like that better. And then when I put her on there, I can make it a bit more, when I doodle, make it a little more pronounced, that it's sort of all going down into there like a sinkhole. Alright, I might have to let that dry, and I'll be back. Alright, it's quite dry now, so while I was waiting, I was just trying to make a bit of a stencil, because I'm thinking I want to do a little bit of oh, if I can find my texture case. And I was thinking of putting never mind. I can fix that up later. Let's get rid of that, because it's going to keep sticking. It's going to keep sticking on there. Yep. That didn't work out too good underneath it. do a few more down here, I think. Something like that, I think. I know she's going here, so I won't worry about putting any down here. Just going to fix this up a bit. Medium one there. There we go. What else? I was thinking maybe I could add some lace, ribbon I mean, in between as well. Oh, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Should just be a few pieces. I think I need a new pair of scissors. Alright, let me try and set up and stick this down. I'm going to use the Liquid matte gel, a bit thicker. A little bit more on there, I think. Something like that, and maybe one more over here. fingers are getting so full of glues and stuff. It's getting hard to getting things, making it stick to the paper and not my finger. Okay, oh, moved it again. Alright, I'm going to have to let that dry. This texture paste and the ribbon, and I'll be back later. Okay, back later. Alright, this is all dry now. Stuff all over my hands already. I thought I might use a bit of this distress ink. I'm not very happy with these Tim Holtz distress stains. I bought them a few years ago now, and they've both gone green. Green as. This one was supposed to be frayed burlap, and this one's supposed to be pumice stone, and they're both green now. And that happened some time ago, as you can see, very green. I don't mind the colours, but that's not the colours that I bought. I did get in touch with them some time ago, and they weren't very helpful at all. They didn't want to replace them or anything. So I'm a bit dubious about buying their products again. I don't know if anyone else has had any troubles like that with their products. And I've also got an ink pad, and that's gone green as well. I thought I might use that green and go over the I'm going to go over the textured yeah, I might just go around the outside as well. Like I said, I don't mind the green colours, but it's not the colours that I bought. So, not very happy with their products. Okay, now I was thinking I want to bring a little bit more colour back in, so I'm thinking I might use I've got these water soluble crayons, whatever you call them. These are the Portfolio series oil pastels. And these ones here are, what are these ones? I don't know, some strange name that I can't pronounce. Wasserloschisch Malonde, I don't know. I bought them some time ago now. So I'm thinking I might use them to put some colour back into the into all these little things that I've created. A bit of pink. What else do I want? I want a green, I think. There's an orange. And some yellow. Just that little bit of yellow. It's very dark today. It's raining again, on and off. It was raining so hard last night it woke me up. It was really pouring down. We have a aluminium roof, so it makes a lot of noise when it rains. Some blue, I think. There's a blue one. There's a blue one. Actually, I think I want the lighter blue. The lighter blue. And I've got, what's it? Dark ochre, so I think I'll put some of that in as well. Towards the edges. So I'm just playing, I'm not, I haven't got, you know, anything really planned. So we'll just do this and see what happens, see how it turns out. A little bit more of this really light blue one here. And I might put a bit of this, this is a beautiful pink this. Put a little bit of that in here as well. These water soluble oil pastels, they're really creamy. They're really they're really quite soft, quite nice. Alright, I'll get my, gonna mix it all in with the, I've got the Liquitex matte medium. I'm just gonna use it on my paper here, just a advertisement. Okay, so I'm just going to activate it with this. So I think I'll go through and just do like the yellow bits first. Maybe I should have done it one colour at a time. That might have been more. I just don't want to end up with mud. I should have probably coloured in one colour at a time. Never mind. Just wash my brush out in between the different colours, just so we don't get too much mud happening here. There's pink bit. I think my husband is home. He's been unwell. Not feeling good. I need a little bit more matte medium, I think. Alright, I'm just going to let that dry and I will be back. Hi, it's Anne here again. It's been a few days since I first started doing the recording. I've had a lot of sick people to look after last few days. Both my husband and my mum. My mum is sick at the moment. So I've been looking after her and my husband as well. So anyway, I've been doing a little bit of work in my book in between here and there. So I thought I'd just give you a bit of an update. Just a moment, please. I'll be back. Okay, back. Anyway, so I've been doing a bit of work in here. This page here, I glued down some papers and some images from children's books, and then I sort of went around with a bit of gesso, and I also went around with some the watercolour, not watercolour, the crayons, these water soluble portfolio oil pastels, and so I'm not sure what this brand this is. yeah, some strange, it looks like a German kind of a name, water soluble crayons. Went around and activated with some what do you call it, matte medium. I then picked out some images. I created the Queen of Hearts here with I used an image that I printed out from the computer that I got. I then also found some arms in a magazine and a playing card and a crown. So I made the Queen of Hearts. She still needs a bit more work done to her to bring her out a bit more, and I put a butterfly there and a little pixie fellow on a mushroom and a couple of dogs here, and there's Alice there in the corner. I cut out a heart shape and I put in some lace curtain material in here. It looks pretty. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do here. Oops, sorry. I'm going to do something here. That's the pockets I made before. I showed you that. I made a couple of tags to put in there. I might do some more on them. I ended up gluing some cotton, 100% cotton fabric on here because it looked like it was starting to come apart. So I might have to do this page as well. Kind of looks like it's wanting to separate here, so I might have to do that page as well. I think this is the page that we're going to work on, that we're going to continue working on. I haven't done much to this one. I think I just strengthened the pocket here. This is a pocket, and this here was quite flimsy, so I ended up gluing another piece of, oh, what happened there? Oh, something knocked over. Cat's knocking things over. I ended up gluing some paper on there just to strengthen that because it was starting to, those little, I used a punch, and I punched a nice water edge, but it was too flimsy, so I stuck some paper behind it. So I've gone through and I've glued all the pages together, so I've sort of got all the pages now that I'm going to be doing, and I've stuck a little bit of card here just to make that easier to open it, because I did the scalloped edge, it was hard to open it. But yeah, this is pretty much finished, I think. Once again, I've used I glued down papers and then some images, and then I did a bit of gesso and those water soluble crayons. And I went through and just did doodling and yeah, highlighting parts, and put some wings on her, on Alice here. And this one's pretty much finished too, I think. This is the little secret compartment. I ended up putting a magnet here, a bit of that magnetized stuff, and I put a magnet there just to keep it closed. Oh, and I'll show you there. I'm just going to grab it. It's been drying in the sun. I made a little, I don't know what you call it, a little collage. I did a little heart. I used some crackle medium. Got a little bit of crackling happening on there. I don't know if you can see. I think you can see. Had a little die cut key I put on there. Popped a bit of stuff. And on the back I just, the book that I've got, Alice in Wonderland children's book. One of the pages I saw some writing that I quite liked. So, "Wake up, Alice," said her sister. "What's a long sleep you've had?" And she says, "I've had a curious dream," said Alice. So I pop that in there. That's going to go in there. And now it doesn't want to close. Why isn't it closing? It was before. Oh well. Ah, there you go. It's a little bit temperamental. Yeah, so that's what I've done so far. Anyway, this is the page that I'm going to work on. So I'm pretty sure that's where I left it off. I think I added some more of the crayons on top of that. Now I'm thinking I'm going to glue her down. Just going to glue her over there. I cut it so, because when you open and close the page it just wears and it ends up breaking anyway. So if I glue this like that, pretty close together, and then we'll do that now. I'll just get my matte gel medium. I'm using the Liquitex matte gel medium. Where's my card? Just got my card. And a brush. I think what I'll do is I'll put some medium on her first. Put it on the page. I think I'm going to put her just about there. I'll just put a bit more here right on there where it's going to want to come off all the time. Just get my card. Okay, put a bit more on now. Okay. Now I'm thinking I'm going to maybe put a few sort of small images on her around in there. Maybe some small sort of images. What can I use? I've got a big container full of different bits and pieces. images and things. Ones I printed out, and I really just want really small things, so I think I'm actually going to grab a children's book that's got lots of images. Let me find it. I'll just pop this over here while I have a look. See if I can find things that I like. Just want small things. Excuse me, I'm just having a coffee. Lots of small people here, but yeah, it'd be quite. Not sure what to put in there. See if anything jumps out at me. Or whether I should just sort of tossing up whether to put some images in or whether I just decorate with lots of doodling to make it feel like it's going around, like she's falling down a tunnel. Sort of feel I would have liked to have some, I'm not sure what though, what to have in there. This is a good find, this book. It's got so much, so many images in here. I'm going to enjoy using this one. Oh, what about a bunches of birds? That would kind of go well. So sad that the pages are, you have to choose what to use. It's a fabulous little book, this. A real good find. Look at that bird, isn't that cute? Oh, look at these ones. Aren't they sweet? I think I might do is I might just turn you off for a moment while I ponder for a moment what I'm going to do, because I just can't quite decide yet. So I'll be back in a minute, in a second. Be a second for you. Alrighty, so I've found some images that I want to use. I've got a little pocket watch and I've fussy cut out. Got a little horsey, cute little cartoony style one, a little goat, a little teacup, and a little putty cat. Looks a little bit like a Cheshire cat, doesn't it? So I've got them sort of just around here. So I think I'm going to place them like that, just like there, and then once I do the doodling, and then I will have it kind of looking like it's all sort of spinning around. So I'm going to get my brush and I'm going to glue these guys down. So I'm going to pop this one here. Just going to pop a bit of matte medium, not matte medium, gel medium, sorry. A bit of gel medium. A little extra on here. Now, trying to decide, have it that way or that way. I think that way. I think I'm going to have it that way. The teacup down here. And the little goat guy. Okay, I think that's all good. I think that's all good. Now I'm wondering if I should have something in the middle. I'm thinking like a thinking if I've got a little like a little fairy tale castle or something in there, I think. See what's in here. Anything? Have we got anything on here? Like a little castle or something. I think there was something in here when we were looking for it before. Thought there was like a little house or something. Quick look. See if I can see anything. Anything that would look like a little bit of a castle. thinking of. Not quite what I had in mind. Kind of needs to be quite small. I don't think there's anything in here. Not in that one. I'll have a look at this one. See what's in this one. A bit of a castle. See if there's anything in here. Castle there. That's too big. Too big. Needs to be just a little weeny one. Some cute images in this one as well. Really sweet. I just want a little castle. I wonder if there's a little castle in here. Oh, what was that? Like a little town. Maybe. I'll just put this here just in case. Yeah, castle there, but it's a bit big. So I want a really tiny one. Ooh, a tiny one I want. Got lots of lovely little images. So there's like a little town there. I wonder if I could just, I might be able to do something with that. What is, oh yeah. I have to sacrifice. Oh, can I get a little, I might be able to get a little, let's take this page out. Because that little town there might just do it. Oh, there's a castle, but it's kind of, well, if I just use a bit of it. I'll take this one out as well. might just use either one of them, I think. That's a possibility, I guess. I might just have a go with what one of these. That there is probably I'm just going to get my little, because I might just cut a little circle out, I think. I don't want to, because they're really cute and I don't want to cut into them. So if I do like that, I'm just going to get a pencil. Where's my water-soluble pencil? What have I done with that? Don't know what I've done with my water-soluble pencil. Oh, I'll just use something else. I guess I'll just use a normal pencil. Oh, what colour have I got here? Now I might just use this dark blue. Okay. Now, let me see if what I'm thinking is going to actually... A lot of times you have a thought, an idea, and I kind of want it a little bit hazy in there. So, what I might do is just glue it down first. Glue it down first. Gel medium on here and on there. There. Like that. I might actually put it off center a bit. Like that. Find what I did with my pencil. know what happened to it. I've packed things away and it's probably gotten caught up with other stuff. And I might just get a bit of gesso. I might actually put it over here. Found it. It's a, I'm waiting for my Stabilos. I've ordered some of those, the all, whatever it's called now, Stabilo pencil. But this is a graphite aquarelle for Faber-Castell. And it works really good too. I'm waiting to see when I get the Stabilos to see what the difference is. It's got a little bit of gesso, just a little bit on my finger, and I'm just gonna go around the edge with it. Like that. Just to soften that edge a little bit. Alright, might have to let this dry a bit, I think, before I can come back in with my pens and pencils and things. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I want to put in there. She's flying around. Can't think of anything at the moment. So anyway, I might let this dry and I'll come back in a little bit later. This will just be a second for you. Okay. Alright, just adding a little bit more gesso around there. Now I've got my, just going to sharpen it. Okay, gonna make it dark in here. So I think I'm just gonna go around here a bit first. Nearly there. Just trying to think what else I'm going to do. I'm going to use my Oscar pens, and I'm going to use them to add a lot of doodling. I'm actually wondering if I should put some gesso as well around. Might do that, might add a little bit of gesso here and there just to smooth it out a little bit, make it a little more misty kind of thing. I'm just going to use my water pen to activate this pencil. Oh, a bit too much water. A lot of water coming out. Oh, there's a lot of water coming out of this thing. Just wondering why. I'm not squeezing it or anything. I don't know why it's so juicy. Okay, now I might just add a little bit of gesso around the place. Just going to do it with my finger. Just to give it a little bit more of a bit here. That will do it. So I might go around these guys a bit. Just going to outline all these pieces that I've put in here. And I'm actually thinking I might add a bit of black to some of these as well. Where I've got the textured paste. Just to give everything a little bit more dimension. Okay. I'm starting to have a bit of think about what I'm going to do with the doodling. Thinking I'm going to do like probably sort of like lines of things, shapes, I'm thinking, and do it with, I'm going to do it with the Posca pens, and I might use a few different colours. I'm thinking, this is dry, thinking of adding a bit of black in here. And maybe just a bit there, kind of thing. Alright, I think that's pretty good. I might have to wait for things to dry a little bit more before I go in with my pens. And there's the beeper. I've got to go and attend to our dinner. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I've got a Posca pen. I'm going to do a white one, and I'm just going to go around here, and I think I'm just going to go with a little dash and dot. And I think I'll do another one here. This time I might just do, actually I won't go right next to it because I'll probably end up dragging my hand through it and smudging it. So I might just get a different colour. Just gonna grab on my colours here. Check to see if I've got them all. Yeah. All my small ones. I've got big ones, but they're a bit too big for this sort of business. Get a bit of blue, I think. And what should I do? I might just do the dash and dot again until I think of something else to do. And I might do another one over here. Green. Just trying to think what else. I might just do like biggish kind of circles, dots, whatever you call them. I'll do another one here. Trying to think of something else to do. Some other sort of pattern. Sort of want something that feels like it's flowing. Might do like a line, but a squiggly line, I think. like a squiggly line. I'm going to use the pink and do like a squiggly line. Might just do a dash and dot here again with my pink first. And now I might do a squiggly line. Might do one here. One more squiggly line. What else? I've got a light blue now. Might just do some more dots. I'll do some more dots over here. Alright, I'm just going to let that dry for a bit so I don't smudge it with my hand, and I'm going to have a little bit of think about what else I want to do. Okay, back in a bit. Hi, it's Anne here. So I just wanted to show you, I finished off that page. I didn't think you really needed me to show you doodling, so I just did a bit more doodling, just a little bit more all around the place, just to fill it in a bit more. And I did all these little tiny dots, sort of like that she's falling. I did that around the animals as well, and the clock and a cup of tea. So I'm very happy with the way it turned out. I'll just see if I can zoom in on it for you. can see the dots. I really like the way that turned out. Like she's falling, little tiny dots. Yeah, so that was all. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this book. I'm thinking I might start another book and I'll do some more pages as a process video with that. So once I've finished it, I'll do a video. I'll do a flip through of it, and yeah, that's about it for now. I will see you in the next one. Bye.